Okay, we're doing this. All
We're
right.
doing it.
Okay, so this is the first episode of this podcast. It's called In the Loop. So I'm Katrina and I'm in the loop.
And I'm Christian, and I am out of the loop.
So basically the idea is I just find all this fun, like, internet drama, maybe not fun, but entertaining.
Sure.
True crime, just like anything that's in the news or happening that's interesting that I think is interesting to talk about. And basically I'm going to tell Christian about it, but while I'm telling Christian about it, you guys get to hear about it, and then you get to hear his kind of fresh take on things.
Well, fresh or... hopefully it's a hot take.
I think it's interesting because you have like a fresh perspective and you haven't seen this stuff, and I always think you have an interesting perspective, like having the male perspective, because you've got me, a woman, we have a man's perspective too, so
That's right.
It should be kind of interesting.
And there's no bias because I don't even know what's happening.
That's the thing. And so for this first story, I really tried my best to not be biased. I already kind of knew a little bit of the story, and just seeing some of the stuff, you'll see. I really tried my best, but Christian will be a good judge to make sure I'm not being biased with this. So with all that out of the way, for In the Loop number 1, we are doing Sophia La Corte versus Hallie Kate.
For the record, I have no idea who these people are.
He doesn't know who these are. I just found out about these people a while,
clue.
like a couple weeks ago, when I was finding out about all this drama going down. He has no idea about any of this. So if you have no idea about any of this either, it's going to be easy to follow along, because we're going to get right into the drama. It's pretty juicy. So before we start this off, I'm going to say, Christian, if a woman breaks up with a man, is said man, or is another girl allowed to date that man? You think?
Sorry.
No information other than that.
Luna's really helping
No, it's okay.
me.
Luna's just chilling. She's just in the. She's just our assistant.
Are they friends?
No,
They're not friends.
they run in the same groups. Let's say, like coworkers.
I think... Okay, so it's more business related.
Maybe.
It could make things awkward for business, but I don't think it's necessarily like a no-go. Do you know what I mean? If you worked in like literally the same workplace, it could make things...
It's because we're talking about influencers.
Tense.
It's not super.
Influencers?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess because there's more of a distance, like with influencers, and I'd say it's okay, but as long as it's not like, oh, there's still like, bad blood and stuff and a lot of drama going on. But if...
Right.
Why?
We're gonna see. I just want to get your fresh
Okay,
perspective
well,
on like,
I guess that's
people
why
date
this is a
people
hot topic.
basically? Like,
Of course.
I guess you know what I mean.
I don't see a
Right.
problem with it, but if it's gonna affect your business and they're in your inner circle, then it can make things difficult.
And when there's more details added, maybe that
I would say
causes issues.
if you're all friends,
Yes,
then
but there's none of that
then
happening.
it's a no-go.
There's none of that happening. There's no friends.
Right.
Yeah.
like if it was your friend's girlfriend, then you're like, oh sweet, well, we're gonna start dating now. It's not cool
It's
for
not
me.
good.
It could be cool for some people.
Some people are cool with that,
Some people
especially
are
people
cool.
from small
Yeah.
towns, or if you go to a small high school and there's not a lot of
Sure.
options, you kind of have to be like, okay, bro, like,
Sure.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Respectable. Okay, anyways.
Obviously, you
Sophia
guys
La
know
Corte
I'm at a pretty
versus
low
Hallie
place
Kate.
in my
So let's get
life, and
into
I
it.
cannot explain
So,
to you
choose
how
your
grateful
fighter.
I am.
She does like get ready with me style content and vloggy stuff on TikTok. She had, at the time of the incident, about 1 million followers on TikTok. Okay.
I
So
say
that's-
that as I'm only 3 years older.
I know. No, they're young. They're young. Okay. Splitsville. Before I introduce the other people.
Okay.
So Hallie and her boyfriend Reed break up. So November 2023 is when they break up. We don't know when in November. We think it's early November.
I like the speculation.
No, but it was
Right.
confirmed early-ish November. So after 1 year of dating, they broke up. She made several videos about the split, sharing that Reed broke up with her, and it was unexpected. So someone even offered to pay her rent because of it, and then she took the money, which is really weird. We can watch this video. So you can
Like a
watch
fan?
We'll just watch the video. It's a fan, yeah. What's your PayPal and how much is your rent? Lamau, why? He's like, I want to pay it, I feel bad. And she's like, okay, she took the money. So TikTok tells me you're single, and I'm pretty sure sliding into the financial DMs is much better than Instagram DMs. So this random fan saw that they broke up, and he wanted to pay for her.
So kind of like a sugar daddy situation?
I get
A one-night sugar daddy?
Yeah, one-night sugar daddy. How does that even work? Yeah, exactly. One-night sugar daddy.
Sure.
Okay, so that in itself is a mini controversy.
Mm-hmm.
So people were annoyed that her rent is $7,000.
Yeah.
And she does live in New York in an apartment. She ended up giving away two $500 Visa gift cards to soothe the fans, to make them not as upset. So this was like the first kind of little mini...
Obviously, you guys know I'm at a pretty low place in my life, and I cannot explain to you how grateful I am for all of your guys' support and nice comments. Like, genuinely, you have made me feel worlds better than I ever thought I could. So I wish I could give every single one of you like a hug. I'm not even a hugger, but unfortunately, I'm not able to do that. So I feel like the least I can do is do a little giveaway. So I'm gonna pick 2 winners and give them a $500 Visa gift card. Literally all you have to do to enter is just be following me on TikTok and Instagram, like this post and comment tagging a friend that you'll share some of the money with. Spend it on whatever you want, pay your rent with it, go to Sephora and buy yourself some cute new makeup. I don't care, but I just love you guys and I'm really grateful for you. So yeah.
So yeah, she just wanted to give back. She didn't really address like, oh yeah, I got a bunch of money and you guys were mad at me, but like it was just weird. It confirmed too that she clearly was not together with this man, was annoyed, was even willing to take money from other men, I guess.
Sure.
Is what some people were saying. Not really a big deal.
Yeah.
But she felt like it was a big deal, like her audience was annoyed.
So this
she
is
tried
post breakup and like, and her saying, "Oh, thanks for the support." Is that to do with the content or is it to do with the breakup? Like she's made the breakup public.
Well, she's clearly made it public because she was making TikToks about the breakup, so probably about that.
Oh,
I don't really.
There's
know.
TikToks about the breakup.
Well, yeah, because as you could see before, she's talking about it. And she, like, made this TikTok where she's all upset that she broke up to the point where someone felt bad enough to pay for her rent.
I kind of want to see that TikTok.
Oh, we're getting into it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't realize there was a build-up to it.
No, we'll get into...
Okay, because I have questions, but I'll save the questions for after.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I think it was like
I just need more details.
Yeah, I don't know about their TikTok... The TikTok breakup video. I think she was pretty demure, mindful about it. I don't think that was any drama. I think she was just like being honest. She likes to share a lot of her life. I think she tries to be like pretty open about who she is as a person and that kind of thing. And
fans are really concerned about this.
But fans weren't concerned. I wouldn't say that. I think they were annoyed that her rent was so expensive.
That's interesting though. Why did they care?
I know. It's her business.
Yeah.
I guess they were weird. They thought it was weird she was flaunting that someone paid for it. I don't know. It was just, like I said, that's such a sidebar. Don't get too hung up on that part.
My comment would be weird flex, but okay.
Weird flex, but okay. Exactly. Yeah. And weird that you're making this all so public and that you're so upset that your fans were upset. Like, it seems like she's already reacting quite heavily to just a little bit of backlash. And she seems quite, like, upset. She seems like she has difficulties dealing with any kind of backlash.
Right.
Or any kind of, like,
I guess that's tough when your career is your personality and making things public.
And she's then, being so vulnerable
but then
that's
if you're
hard.
Defensive,
then
I can see how that would conflict with what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I see that. Okay, so our other player, Sophia, she's also a TikTok babe from New York City. But she is also an actress.
Oh.
So that'll be a little fun later, but not really a huge sidebar about her, but she's trying to be an actress. We love that. She's 22 years old, and she had 700,000 followers at the time, which is less than Haley, as you remember. Haley had 1 million, so she has about 300,000 less.
So, for all the geezers out there, like myself, I guess that's a big difference in the sense that... It's not... Because I don't really know how to measure followers.
I would say for TikTok, I don't think that's a huge difference. Because TikTok's like easily 4, 5, 6 million followers, like influencers on TikTok, and they're still not super well known. But TikTok's a weird beast in that way that I wouldn't say this is a huge difference, but people bring up this point. And
they're TikTok influencers, like that is
their main
media
platform. Okay. Correct. Yeah, that's where they make their money. TikTok's one of the only things that I have, and I haven't come across this. So because these girls are both in New York, there's a creator fund in TikTok, so they're actually able to make money off the videos they post with like AdSense, the way like we have on YouTube, for example. Okay. But you have to make longer form videos But they both do that. So they both make money off TikToks, but they do a lot of brand deals. And so, like, their main full-time gig is their influencing stuff.
I was just asking for all the out of the loopers.
Out of the loopers, yes. So there's no TikTok creator fund in Canada, but there is one in the US. So they are on that, the girlies. So yeah, Sophia, she posts fun party girl content, lifestyle videos, and lip syncs. So very much a gossip girly kind of gossip girl vibes, in my opinion. Okay, so Halley starts all of this off. Okay, she brought this to the internet. Let's keep that in mind when we listen to this story. So she starts posting cryptic TikToks, lip syncing to Karma by Taylor Swift, pointing at the camera, and she seems upset, and she really emphasizes, Karma is my boyfriend. You know what I mean? Like, she's upset, clearly. Okay?
Sure.
Let's watch the video so you can get more context. I keep my side of the street clean, and she's very emotive. You wouldn't know what I mean. Because Karma is my boyfriend, is what she does. You see? It's kind of petty. Okay. So then the comments are already freaking out, right?
I don't know how people are getting so riled about this.
I don't know how people even realized there was a thing, but I mean, obviously her people know her, so they get it. So the girly pops knew. There's comments like, this is Spencer from iCarly. This profile picture, don't you think? I think it is. So what's the tea? Someone says, and then Reed was seen with another influencer. This is just a random TikTok commenter. Reed, the boyfriend, was seen with another influencer that is an acquaintance of Halley and used to comment under her relationship TikToks. And then she tags Sophia. Or she tried to tag Sophia. So that, I would say, is a pretty accurate description of what happened. Then, another person adds Sophia La Corte got with her ex the same night. So everyone's like, there's misconceptions happening in the comments. And then someone comments, what an unexpected plot twist. Then Halley replies, and this is on her video, this video we just watched. She replies, oh, the most insane. Like, if you told me a month ago I'd be dealing with this, I would be shocked. Smiling face. She always does the, like, sarcastic kind of smiling face, I guess. I don't know. Then Bruno goes, this random TikTok commenter, he was right, Halley. He was the problem. So this commenter is kind of on something with being like, oh, the man's kind of the problem. And then
well, it sounds like I'll keep going.
Well, she didn't like the comment or anything, so this person was just speculating, obviously. And then this other commenter said, are we back with Mr. Chef, which I'm guessing is Reed, obviously. She's like, nope, like big characters. So obviously they're very, very, very broken up. Very, very broken up. Right?
Well,
at this point.
To their point, he's the problem in the sense that he's in between these two women
he's
fighting
going on
about
dates
this.
so quickly after, or whatever, I don't know.
Sure. But
we'll see.
We don't know what their relationship was like either.
We don't know enough yet. They were together for a whole year, and we know that he broke up with her. But we have more context as to why later on. He did a podcast episode where he talked about why he broke up with her.
Okay.
It's so interesting. No, we got to get through it
There's
before
some
we can.
Serious
build up. So we gotta
There's a lot of levels.
Go through the levels before.
Sorry, I just have so many questions.
That's okay. No, please ask your questions because it's important, right?
I also find this very interesting, how people follow people doing regular things.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
But I think because these girls are New York City girlies, they're like partying and stuff. It's very much like when people watch Gossip Girl, the reason why they like watching Gossip Girl, it's so out of their scope
of reality, I feel Would you say they have more, well, I don't know if you know, but just like a guess, do you think they have more male followers or female followers?
Oh, female.
Because it seems
they have
like
female followers, these girls.
It seems like they got sugar daddies.
I know, which is interesting, but this is the girly pops.
Right, okay.
This is the girly pops.
So this is like, hey, I'm not wild like that, but it's fun to see someone else doing it?
Yes, exactly, which is why it's weird that people were upset that she was flexing how much her apartment costs, because it's like, isn't that why you're following her? Because she lives this lifestyle that's like a dream kind of you want to watch.
That's the hustle.
That's the reason you're watching is because it's this fantasy lifestyle that you don't have and you want to watch this person. That's like why you watch Gossip Girl. So that's why I thought it was weird too that there was controversy with the apartment, but whatever. Right. Okay, so the leak started on Reddit. So the reason why Halley made that TikTok we just watched is because like people started talking about it on Reddit, And then Hallie confirmed in the comments. So, the proof was very minimal at the time, right? It was just this post on a snark Reddit. Do you know what a snark Reddit is?
No. So I know only a little bit about Reddit. All I know about Reddit is there's a lot of like fandoms and things.
Yeah.
Also a lot of X-rated things.
Right.
But
okay.
You got to keep a lookout because sometimes you're just on things and you're like, wow, okay, I didn't expect that.
Fair enough.
But there's like I know it's like a lot of people talk about like community things.
Yes. So there's this sub.
But I wouldn't know about stuff like this. I would know about like, hey, like.
So there's this subcategory on Reddit called snarks. It's kind of like
Snarks.
sub of communities. So like, you know how I listen to the H3 podcast?
It's a subreddit?
Well, they're all
what's a
subreddit. A subreddit is just like your place on Reddit. So, okay, so for example, I like the H3 podcast a lot. So I go on Reddit r/H3 podcast when I want to hear about like people talking about the podcast. Like that's a subreddit.
It's like if I liked a video game and I wanted to
you
talk
want to
to
go on
other
like
people
r/Overwatch.
that like it too.
Yes,
okay,
exactly.
okay.
And then you go and that's
right.
like your communities, the subreddit. Okay. So there's these subreddits that are called snarks where people snark on each other. So they basically just talk shit about each other.
Oh,
so
that's
H3
toxic as hell.
Yes, it's very toxic. So H3 even has a snark subreddit with like H3 snark, and then people are like do like some people usually make up a lot of crazy shit on snarks. Like most of the stuff is not real. So that's why I find this very interesting that this comment was made on a snark subreddit. The reveal, or what's it called? The leak. Yeah, the leak happened on a snark. So it's weird to me that she would give it any value, I guess. Okay.
For sure, because it sounds like a very unreliable
source. Not a reliable. They didn't even have a photo.
Okay.
So Hallie.
But we're emotionally charged, so we're gonna believe it.
Yes. So yeah, not super reliable. But Hallie and Jazz unfollowed Sophia. Jazz is this other girl that she does a podcast with, Hallie. So Hallie also confirmed in TikTok comments, writing, "No, this is the tea. She was standing with me as I texted my ex and went through my following and DM'd him asking him on a date. Gross on both of them." Smiley face, as she does the like smiley face all the time. She also said, "The worst person I've ever met in my life!" Exclamation point. Imagine standing next to me while I'm texting my ex, asking how he's doing and DMing him the same night. Smiling face. So she's got this narrative that like they were together and she's texting him. That's what she thinks went down, in her opinion. Okay. Wishes it was never online. So this is where I was getting a little biased because I was like, be so for real. You posted it.
Yeah.
First.
Well, you're influencers dating other influencers. It's a public thing.
Yeah.
If you're upset and you make it a public thing, then it's only going to get worse. Cause the fans are going to get involved. It's like...
So she goes, "Please don't send hate," but like she kind of made it bigger than it needed to be. No one was paying mind to the little snark Reddit comments and small T TikToks. She made a mountain out of this molehill. This is my opinion, by the way. And I didn't want this online. Then why make posts and petty comments? Obviously she was upset and she wanted to vent, which is valid. So this TikTok she made, it's just like an audio playing in the back, but she just made a big text wall on the screen. It's just her sitting there basically. And it says, "Guys, as much as this is a horrible situation, please do not send anyone hate. This is just me sharing my experience, which I have every right to. True. But an excessive amount of people saying mean things will get us nowhere. I'm embarrassed this is even online, to be honest. I never would have brought it to social media if it wasn't for the fact that people started making videos, and now I feel like I need to explain. After the pod today, I will never talk about this situation again. Trust me." So she talked about it on her podcast. She said some mean things about how Sophia, and she brought it online. And I think what she did was she kind of confirmed, she obviously found out that it was true, but she kind of confirmed it to, whoa, Luna! She kind of confirmed it to her followers that it was true by making these TikToks talking about it. If she just had ignored it, people would have thought it was just like stupid gossip and it would have went away. But she kind of made it, because this is the thing she does, is the pattern is that she's, "Oh no, people are talking about this thing, I have to address it." Like with the
I
with
feel like a lot of people do that.
But that's why I put that example earlier about the apartment. Like, oh no, I didn't mean it having an expensive apartment really bad. Like, she's addressing these things that she doesn't have to feel bad for. She doesn't need to address. It's not like no one needs to know. It's not their business, girl. Like, why are you making TikToks about it and bringing it online? And then she's like, no, don't send them hate. It's just very like, it's this like anxious reaction instead of just being like, it'll go away. Just leave it alone. You know.
It's a tough
call to make.
It's a tough industry to be in if you care about the comments and what people think of you. It's hard not to. I think it's impossible as a social animal to not care about what someone thinks about you.
Yes.
Because we're literally programmed that way for our survival. But like,
at
the same time though, like it's gonna have its.
But to do this job, you have to develop that thick skin where you don't give a fuck. Which Sophia, we will see, has that.
Okay.
She's got that Ethan dog in her from the H3 podcast.
So already I can tell that this is probably not going to go well.
It's not going to go well for Hallie.
Yeah, because
Sophia's got that dog in her.
Already like, welcome to the
welcome to the whirlwind,
welcome to the arena.
Exactly. Are you not entertained?
Right.
That's Sophia. Yeah, exactly. You get it. Okay. So, and this is a quote from this video. We don't have to watch the clip maybe, but we'll see. I wouldn't consider her a friend. So keep that in mind because she goes back and forth on this. So I
wouldn't consider her a friend.
I wouldn't consider her a friend. Like, they weren't friends.
I would just say we're not friends.
No, but that's not the issue. Is that she goes, I wouldn't consider her a friend. And she's like, we were friends. Like, we were buying each other shots. And, like, she's changing her mind on this. But initially, she's like, oh, we weren't friends.
Well, to be really picky, I wouldn't consider her a friend is already kind of...
bitchy?
No, it's already insinuating that they know each other.
Acquaintance.
But she's trying to dismiss how much she
that is one way to see it. Yeah, that's true.
This is, like I said, I don't know this can of worms. I guess you have to
hear her talk it, because it more comes off to me like, oh, I don't really consider us friends. Like, we didn't know each other like that. Yeah, okay, so I'll play it.
I'm just doing text analysis right now.
Her main issue was that Sophia was allegedly with Hallie when she reached out to Reed, and that they went on a date to a very public place. Okay, so those are her big complaints. She definitely knew that it was very possible for them to get recognized, so that was what upset me. I feel there was some intent to have it get back to me, Hallie said. So she's already kind of doing the thing of where she thinks everyone's behaviors are on purpose to attack her. Like, she's like, oh, they did this to attack me. Like, they went out in public to hurt me. Like, she knew this would come. I feel like she's doing the thing where you can't take personally what people do, because sometimes people are just doing things because they're doing things. They're not even thinking about you. And so I think that's where she's going wrong a little bit here, but let's take a look.
Also, it's hard. It's she's just putting the blame on her for choosing the spot and doing this big thing when it's him doing that too. If it really is targeted.
Exactly.
Then he's
the asshole. He's the one who dated her.
Well,
if that's the case. You know?
There's just more to it.
There's more to it, yeah. Okay, Sophia also bought shots.
That's what they're saying. And I would consider her a friend, not super close friend.
Right.
Do not think that she owes me that much loyalty, honestly.
Okay.
Again, we'll get into all of it, but she's not my best friend by any means, and she is a person that I guess...
Okay, so that's what I just wanted to show, is like, I wouldn't consider her a friend, and she's like, she's definitely not my best friend. It's just weird. It's weird right now.
There's a lot of coverage on this from her.
Yes.
She's kind of instigating her own shit.
We've pretty much only seen her talking. Sophia hasn't even brought it up yet. This is all her talking about it. Sophia hasn't opened her mouth. Exactly.
Which is kind of like, which is the right thing to do.
Exactly.
Because, can I make a guess?
Okay, go ahead.
My guess is because she's almost like instigating her own thing by being like, oh, it's this thing that's happening to me. Oh my god, this is terrible.
Yes.
And then like, oh no, but like no one, do this because now I'm being like righteous about it. But then, oh my god, now I'm on a podcast talking about this thing that's like a huge deal. So it's gonna get to the point where the other girl has to be like, hey,
I gotta step in here now. Exactly.
Which is tough because she's been playing it cool this whole time.
Oh Yeah. I spent like a long time doing that earlier. Okay. And then keep in mind too, the breakup happened early November 2023. Then the date happened December 1st. So about a month later.
It's
and
fast.
Then Hallie's going on about do this whole time. Sophia hasn't said shit. This is the first time Sophia's talking about it, January 25th, 2024.
She's
It's
held
been a couple
out.
months. She's held out. She's let Hallie say her piece. She's like, valid of her to be mad.
Which, if you're uncomfortable with something that's going on,
Yes.
it's good to hold out. You get a good compilation of evidence.
Yeah, well, she's got
you get to,
now.
yeah, you got a lot of time to figure out.
And
what's
keep
going
in
on.
mind, when we watch Sophia here, she's very unserious. She's a silly goose. She's funny.
Is that like the vibe that she gives off?
This
Like
is the
in
vibe.
videos?
She's very much like Ethan in the way where she's very like silly goose. Like she doesn't really take it too serious. She didn't even think it was really a real thing. Like she didn't even think it was a big deal.
This is confirming the veteran, I've been doing this for a long time thing.
Yeah,
Like,
and
I'm not gonna take this too seriously.
She probably has more of that that thick skin just from doing acting, as we talked about her being an actress.
Yep.
Doing so many
That'll
freaking
do it.
self-tapes and auditions and like getting rejected or never
That'll
hearing
do
anything
it.
back. Like she's clearly got a thicker skin than Hallie at this point.
Yeah.
But let's see.
Also, I don't know how it is, but I'm assuming there's a lot of drama just in that business. Of just having to navigate
absolutely.
things
and
too.
in New York City too. Yeah, for sure.
Well, also people commenting on things that you've done or whatever, right?
Oh, she's got it all.
If
Yeah,
you're
she's
already
used
in
to
the
it.
public, you're used to that stuff.
Yeah,
so,
she's
okay.
in it. Yeah.
I'm interested to
So
hear.
she's
this.
good friends with Brad Mondo. Do you know who Brad Mondo is?
No.
He's like
I'm out of the loop.
Right. So for y'all who don't know, Brad Mondo is like a really popular hairdresser YouTuber, and he like his biggest content that he's known for is just doing like poggers reacts to like people doing their own hair at home and fucking it up. Basically, he's like you've probably seen some of his videos.
No.
Because he's gone viral a lot with. Like,
I've seen a lot of like.
and he gives good advice to people.
I've seen a lot of like hair things on TikTok, but I don't think I've seen.
And he's an OG. He's a
I haven't
pretty
seen
OG
anything with
YouTuber.
advice. I would be
Yeah.
interested in that because
You
that
should
sounds
watch
great.
him. He's really fun, and he does a wonderful job. I'm a little bit biased because her hair is like fucking beautiful, and I'm sure he does it if they're like best friends. But he's really good. He's very nice.
That's
so
cool.
We love Brad Mondo. He's gay.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes she'll make like joking TikToks where she's like, "Oh my gosh, like people think my boyfriend's gay. How ridiculous is that?" And it's like him hanging out with her. Like they're obviously just friends. Like they're just fucking around. Like she just makes stupid, funny TikToks like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like the
And
humor.
she did the like a twink and a redhead trend too with him. Like it's just they have fun.
It's all
right?
good
They
vibes.
It's just good vibes.
Yeah.
So they're kind of being not so serious in this, but let's take a look.
A lot of stuff has happened.
I have my timestamp here.
And it also
Sophia, obviously this topic comes up because of the drama surrounding you and this girl, Hallie.
Beep. Don't say her name. I don't want her to get ready.
Hallie. Everybody's gonna know who
Yeah,
it is
keep
anyways.
going.
It's like, whatever. So, she made a video about you
10 videos.
saying that you weren't a girl's
True.
girl. We're obviously not here to bash her today. I don't give a fuck. I don't even know who she is.
Neither do I.
I mean, I've seen her videos, but I don't know who she is personally.
I've met her a total of maybe 3 times.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Spoke to her one-on-one. Never.
Yeah. And so she claims that you're not a girl's girl. I found the whole thing interesting because I felt like her making videos about you not being a girl's girl made her not a girl's girl because she was bashing another girl, which is kind of like part of the girl code to not do that.
Yeah.
And to be like,
Also, knowingly going online, calling me the B word, which I think is one of the more
The
vile
B word.
things you could say. She called me that, flipped me off on the camera, her and all of her friends.
that word
and,
does
Flip you
trigger you
off.
too.
Like, she used her middle
That's a
finger.
big one.
from your perspective, how did things differ from what she explained the circumstances as?
Like, what did she lie about? Is that the question? Everything. She said we were
She's
friends.
clever.
She's on social
She's
media. She
clever.
posts every
She's
single
smart.
detail of her life. Is there a picture of us together? I don't even know. I mean, we're not friends, so that's number one.
I
Should I
couldn't
just say
find a picture
everything
of
that
them
she's
together.
lied about?
No, I mean,
'Cause
we're
I don't
not
think I
too
care.
specific, but people have attacked you for like
Yeah, I don't
being a
think this-
whore and a bitch, but like what you experience
So
differ
funny.
from what she thought was happening.
I think that she worked off of emotion, and it was just completely wrong. I don't know like what you want me to say.
I think people would still look at you even after all you've explained today and say, well, she shouldn't have dated her ex-boyfriend.
Okay, I don't know who this girl is. I was never friends with her. What do you? I can't date
But
any
she bought you
acquaintance.
shots.
She didn't buy me a shot. She bought a round of shots for 6 people, and then I bought the next round. I literally was like, wait, didn't I buy shots the next morning? And then I looked at my bank account, and I was like, $70 at the Spaniard. She bought a round. I bought a round. None of that happened. Nothing that she said was true. And that's why I was so content with all this hate, because I know myself and I know that I'm right. I know that I did nothing wrong. I'm glad it happened to me because I know I can handle it. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I don't want this to happen.
Freaking can handle it. She's hilarious.
Very good freaking attitude about it all.
Really good attitude about it. And
really
like,
level-headed.
what I was kind of thinking too, like what we said, like
Yeah.
you go out with a couple people you've met like 1 or 2 times and you've had drinks with them. Like,
It's a solid point.
okay, it's not really a big deal that she went out with
Obviously,
this guy.
there's 2 sides, but I have
Yes.
to say, though, it does seem like
I feel bad because she is truly like the one in the doghouse right now. Like
no, I
everyone's on
agree.
Hallie's side on TikTok. And
No,
I feel like
I am
honestly
actually agreeing
Hallie
with
is
you.
being immature in the whole situation. And even finding out that Hallie was the one who posted it online originally, I think this is important to do this like podcast.
I would
to be
disagree
honest.
if I thought different. But
I know,
it
I
is,
know.
It is like a... Well, it's also because it seems like... what's the... I'm
Hallie and
already mixed
Sophia.
up. I'm already
Hallie's
mixed
the blonde,
up.
Sophia's the redhead.
Okay, Sophia's the redhead.
Yeah.
So, Hallie is looking for, like comfort
Validation.
or validation.
Yeah.
That's the perfect word for it. Validation from fans and things. And
Yeah,
being like,
100%.
validate me, but don't hate, but really hate, or like whatever. And it seems like Sophia has been dealing with the flack for all that
Yep.
for a long time.
For months now, or like a couple months now.
But she can
Yeah.
handle it because she's, done it for a while.
She's tough. Yeah, she's a tough cookie.
Tough cookie.
Definitely.
And I do agree with something that she said in the interview. Like, it seems like Hallie's going off of, like, emotion. And
Yes.
she's emotionally charged. But also when you have a bunch of people online just validating you constantly about things, too.
Yes.
It's going to charge you up even more.
And everyone's validating
to
Hallie
the point
right
where
now.
you're going to be like, yeah.
Yes. And
I'm right to feel this way and
also,
be this angry about it.
the comments are getting
Yeah.
the information wrong. People are like, oh, well, Sophia brought it to the thing first. And she was like being all like, being a bitch about it. Like, we'll see Sophia's petty TikToks in a bit, but she did not bring this online. Let's make this very clear because
so she started throwing some shade.
I
guess it does get to a certain
It goes
point.
on for months to the point where she had to do some. I don't blame her.
It's kind of
But
like
we'll see,
you
we'll
want to
see.
stick up for yourself.
She had to kind of like.
Yeah.
I mean, this girl was really beating her down for like months. She's being a
Honestly,
bitch to her.
I'll give it to her for not talking
Like
about
this
it for
is
that
the
long.
most she said, and she was so sweet in this. There's moments too, like obviously we can't watch the whole thing, but there's moments too where she's like, I really feel for her. Like honestly, I can obviously see why she's emotional about this. Like that's a very upsetting situation, and like all these different, like she's being very accommodating to this person who's like sending a shitstorm to her. Obviously, she went on a date with this guy. Oopsie doopsie, but like I don't think that's the end of the world.
Not even an oopsie in the
Not
sense
an
of
oopsie-doopsie.
they don't. You know what I mean?
They're just acquaintances. There's only so many
It's an
people in
oopsie
that kind of
doopsie on
circle.
his part, maybe.
On his part,
but at the same
correct.
time, I don't know his relationship with her. I don't know what he did that pissed her off. I don't know what. Clearly, they pissed each other off.
I was saving this for later on, but just
But
so
I gotta
you
know. I gotta know some of it.
Oh yeah. Well, he
Yeah.
was the one who broke up with Hallie.
Okay.
I thought
This
she
explains
broke
a
up
lot.
with him. He
Nope,
broke
that
up
makes
with her.
complete sense.
And so we have later on, so keep on watching. We have later on his interview talking about why he broke up with her. And it's the classic bullshit, I wasn't ready for a relationship, kind of stupid boy nonsense.
It's not super great. I mean, you know what that is, though? That's like, hey...
I don't want to be with you, but I don't want to hurt your feelings. So
Yeah.
I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful. We're on the same page.
And she's taking it real freaking hard.
Wonderful. Yep, exactly. Okay, fantastic. We're so, like, harsh, but that's the truth. And he's, whatever.
Gotta be honest.
So.
I just think it's hilarious how riled people are. But
Yes.
I have to say, though, seeing Sophia being, like,
Very cordial.
great
Yes. Slay queening so
makes
far.
you invested.
Slay queening so far.
I can see why people are getting sucked into the loop.
Oh my gosh, she's so funny. Thank you.
I gotta drop it.
Yeah.
Like, every now and then.
Oh my god, he said the name, bro. That's
We're already gonna be sick of the name by the end of this.
That's so funny. Okay, so guess what, Christian?
What?
They are so back. They are so back together. So let's watch the TikTok.
Wait, what?
Okay. Oh wait, no, this is the tea. Okay, so Halley and Reed
What?
are back together, bitch.
After all that shit?
Yes. Okay, so Halley and Reed got back together around April.
What?
So remember that last video we just watched late January?
Yeah.
Of Sophia being very cordial. It's all good. Water on the bridge. She doesn't give a fuck. Okay? It's April now. It's been a while now. They're back together in April.
Oh my god.
So why is all this beef coming up now in August?
Oh my god.
September today, but late August, early September, okay? Well, they asked this question in a since deleted episode of their podcast, The Delusional Diaries.
Since deleted?
They deleted this episode. This is a deleted clip. And for good reason. You'll see why.
There's some demons in that video.
There's some demons in this thing. So, bunch of blah, 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 man excuses is what I put. But essentially, he wasn't ready for anything serious, and such a dry response, too. So, this is a very odd clip. But this is... The interviewer asks him why they broke up. So, let's...
Wait, hold up.
No!
I got this wrong. Hold on.
What?
He wasn't saying that about Haley. He was saying that about... Or, sorry, Halley.
Halley.
He was saying that about Sophia?
No, he was saying that about Halley.
Okay.
This is about the...
This is about Halley.
This is about Halley. This is why he broke up with Halley.
Okay, but now...
Originally.
But
and
now he's back
this
together
is
with
while
her?
they're back together, he's talking about why he broke up with her originally. He's with her. It's like if...
Okay, I needed this context. Sorry, I was not understanding.
No, please. I need you to ask because they're confused if you're confused.
You're confused?
Wait, you're confused? I'm fucking confused.
confused.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm extremely confused. You're confused. I'm fucking confused, bro.
I'm gonna put the clip in so they have the context. That's hilarious. But yeah, they are back together. Halley the blonde and Reed. They're together in this clip. They're a couple in this clip. And the interviewer is asking why they broke up originally. Okay? So let's watch. Shall we?
Word for word, bar for bar. Read.
No, it's okay.
Not in a hateful way, but how did you know you wanted to get back with Halley? I'm struggling with a breakup right now and I need clarity. There's no hate involved.
No hate.
Thanks for the clarification for that.
Yeah. It's a good question.
It is a good question. Tell the listeners.
He's awkward.
It's like vulnerable hour.
It's not a public thing anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I
Shouldn't
think...
be.
A podcast. It's public. But yeah, it shouldn't be.
They made it that way.
Closer.
They made it that way.
I think
Hurry
when we
up, dude.
first got
Fuck.
together, it was very fast-paced, and we kind of just met and started dating right away, and I had kind of just moved to the city also, so I was still kind of figuring out who I was
I relate to that.
after college, and
Mm-hmm.
so I think when it started getting really serious between us, like, I just need to take a step back and just do my own thing, and I learned a lot about myself during that time, and good and mostly bad, but
Period.
I think I just realized that I'm a better person when I'm around her, and she makes me happier than anyone else has, so I didn't want to lose that.
That was sweet.
Wait, hold up.
That's a fucking crazy answer in my opinion.
Can I make a goof real quick?
Yes, of course. Yeah, gun to your head. What do you say?
So,
Literally.
so we're back together now.
Yeah! That's what it seems like.
We need to publicly announce that.
Okay.
And so, how come you broke up with me in the first place? It's no pressure.
And he could have said
Just-
too, wait, can we
hey,
cut this
just-
part out?
Just
This is
speak.
so
Just speak
awkward.
from the heart.
Yeah, no.
Just speak from the heart.
He had no good
Just
reason.
let your heart guide you.
His reason was silly goose.
Although I have to say too, everything he said up until that point, I was like, yeah, perfectly believable.
And then it
Because
went down.
I've been in that situation where it's
Yeah.
quite literally like you're like. Also, you don't want to make.
True.
It's literally what happened in our relationship. I was like, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna make a commitment.
But
in
you knew
case-
it was worth it and you stuck to it.
But to be fair, I didn't
That's
like
different.
date you first. We were reacquainted.
Oh, yeah, true.
And so it was kind of like, okay, I'm not gonna get myself into something because
Right.
I've just finished school. I'm
But-
going away. I gotta sort my stuff out.
Okay, but the
So there's so much to
wise
sort out.
wise thing that you did is like he was dating her already for a whole year by the time he realized
That's
I want
a
to
long
break.
time.
You actually we weren't even dating
Yeah.
yet, and you said, no, let me get some time. I still have to do my trip. I have to be alone. And then we got together after.
Yeah.
So there was no breakup ever.
Yeah.
We just weren't in the place where we were ready.
Yeah.
Like, you and I have crossed paths lots of times in our lives where we're like, whoop, oh, not ready. Whoop, oh, not ready. Whoop, no, oh, finally ready. And that's okay. But I think the breakup made it messy.
Yeah.
And I feel like his excuses
also,
don't
his
line up
excuses
with you, what you were saying.
would line up if he didn't go dating a month later. And actually was working on.
If he was actually just working on himself.
But to be fair, it does seem like but he's also an influencer, or no? He's just he's just the
He's just the
boyfriend.
boy toy. He's not an influencer, I don't think. No.
Well, he's not just the boyfriend. Being a boyfriend's a very important role. But but here's the other thing about this.
I wish Luna was on camera. I wish we had a Luna cam because she's so cute right now. Sorry.
Oh my god.
She's actually so cute. Wait, take a video on your phone so I can add it in. That's so cute.
Quick Luna cam.
I'm so we're both have ADHD. I'm sorry, guys. She's very cute.
My phone has the worst film quality.
It's okay.
Oh my gosh,
she's so cute.
Oh
Holy
my god,
shit.
she's sleeping in the fishy.
She's in her fishy.
She has a little fish bed. You'll see it.
They'll see. Okay,
but
anyways, sorry about that.
We can cut that out too. It doesn't matter.
No,
but
we'll add it in. It's
the thing is that it would be so valid if it was true. But also, he seems like the kind of guy that doesn't want to get into this stuff. He just seems like he's going with the flow, and
he just wants to fuck cute girls, and they're all hot. I don't blame him. Yeah. They're all super hot.
He's like,
so it's okay.
I didn't even really.
I think he just wants to play around. Why doesn't he just say that? That's valid.
Man, I feel like this is like I feel like this is too soon to say this.
Oh no! What are you gonna say?
I think Hallie has a really intense vibe.
Yes, I mean we've already seen that.
She's got it
to
in
the point where she
eyes.
has to tell everyone online what's going on with her.
Like I know I was joking about the close. I know I was joking with the gunpoint.
We're being harsh, but it's true.
But
it's the I fucking own you, bitch. Kind of.
But at the same time, they've made this public. It's for us to observe.
True. We're allowed to have our
and we're interpreting it. But we're
interpreting this art in our own way.
She does have an overbearing vibe.
Yes.
And I can tell he's not qualified to handle a girl like that.
He doesn't have that dog in him. He's not ready. He's like, I don't want to. Like even this very monotone ass response, he's like, too much.
I kind of like want to know where he is today. See if he's still alive.
He's with her right now. They're dating still. They're together. We'll see. I'm curious to follow this later on though to see where it goes. But yeah, I agree with you. Like, is he okay? Is he kidnapped right now? It's so mean. We're being so hard.
Listen,
what the fuck are we supposed to do? Like this is crazy.
If you're going off pure, you know, if you're thinking with something else.
Oh, the pee-pee? He's thinking with his pee-pee.
If you're thinking with the pee-pee, it's going to end up in a bear trap if you're not...
That's true. You have to be careful. It's true. Okay, so this slide is called Leave His Ass. Okay, so the episode sparked backlash. Duh. With fans
That's why we're talking about
urging Hallie to leave Reed after his corny-ass response and weird interactions with her. Hallie posted a TikTok alluding to the situation on August 18th and said, I used to come on and be excited to check my comments, and now I dread opening my phone, reading lies, rumors, and hate. Like, it's just a lot. It's just very dramatic. So let me read the TikTok for you. Another big, long bar of text, her just sitting there looking cute. Beautiful.
It's a lot.
And just like some music playing. So just letting y'all know I'm a real person, just trying my best at life. I know, and we're being harsh. We're sorry, by the way. In advance, we're sorry. My best
I'm developing
at life,
a position.
and I try to be as authentic about that as possible. Mm-hmm. I get on this app every day to make people smile. I used to come on and be so excited to check my comments, and now I dread opening my phone and reading lies, rumors, and hate. And I hate that because this app has given me everything good in my life, and I'm so grateful for it, and all of you. But I feel defeated sometimes, if I'm being honest. I love you all so much who support me. I love all of you who support me so much, and I really try to just ignore the noise because there are so many amazing people on here. We just have to rise above. Okay?
Very unhinged.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be...
To me, this is unhinged.
This is going to be a cycle that is going to feed her in a certain way and torture her in a certain way.
It's August 18th, Christian. The last thing was like, this started last year in November, and she's still fucking posting about it. Shut up! What are you doing? Right? That's too much. You're doing too much.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. Sophia has made one comment so far on this whole situation. Let's just keep that in mind. From what I've researched, I really pray I'm right. Please, in the comments, correct me if I'm wrong. But
yeah, please correct us about any of this.
Please correct me, because we obviously have this skewed take from this presentation that I put together, but I did my best to research this as thoroughly as possible. Mm-hmm. From what I can tell, Sophia's only made that one episode with Brad Mondo on this so far. Very cordial. That's it, okay? And you don't push a bitch till she gets petty. You don't.
Reddit rumors.
But she didn't make those.
Oh, right.
That was nothing to do with Sophia.
Yeah, so, you know.
So keep in mind,
pretty one-sided.
You can only be such a cordial bitch till you're a petty bitch, I feel like. And I think they pushed the bitch too far. And I would do the same. So let's see.
We'd all like to be a Jedi.
Yes.
See, this is the stuff I'm in the loop with. So we'd all like to be a Jedi and just, you know, no emotions, just go zen. But you know what? You can only deal with so much shit. So I'm curious to see what happens here.
Okay, so now it's time for Sophia to say her piece. Mm-hmm. So this BS has been going on for months now. Mm-hmm. Now it's Sophia's choice. It's a play on Sophie's choice. Please laugh. Please laugh. Do you know the reference?
No, I don't know.
Okay, that's okay.
I'm out of the loop.
It's like an old movie. Whatever, fuck it. Okay, so, and a book. Anyways, she chooses to say her piece. Okay, keep in mind, she's been getting way more hate than Hallie at this time. Obviously, because Hallie has been sending this hate to her this whole time.
She's making an army.
She's been making an army. I feel like Sophia's been getting a lot more hate at this point.
Oh my god.
So, the same day that Hallie posted that, she was like, I'm done. So, the exact same day, August 18th, she posts a series of TikToks saying her side. A little dramatic? Yes. But now now she's hamming up the date because she's being petty. So she's like, it was just such an amazing date. Okay, so she's being a bitch now. But she has to. What are you going to do? Okay, so let's watch.
Oh, wait, hold on. What, I gotta say, though, with her vibe, if she's making it dramatic, it's for entertainment.
I'm also saying bitch with peace and love, by the way. I say that because I love what she's doing.
Sure.
Like, she's being petty.
Yeah, disclaimer.
Disclaimer, when I say she's being a bitch, is because I like what she's doing.
We just talked about the word bitch.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
I'm using it in the, bestie kind of way. In the, I love what you're doing, girl. Please,
bad
this is
bitch.
amazing. You need to be doing this.
Sure.
What else can you do at this point? So this is hilarious. So let's get into it.
Let's do red carpet full glam while I tell you about the time a girl I met maybe 3 times canceled me and got me destroyed on the internet. When I say destroyed, I mean like, I'm glad it happened to me because I genuinely wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I had probably like 1,000 to 3,000 DMs a day telling me to... I'm gonna start the story at the date with this man who is very sweet. He lives about 10 minutes away from me in New York, and he took me out to this beautiful, beautiful restaurant, and we had such a great date that we wanted to get drinks afterwards.
So she's hamming it up.
We got drinks at this really, really nice hotel lobby, and it was so much fun, and I genuinely remember being like so excited. I don't go on a lot of first dates, so it's really rare that you get a good first date.
Not yet.
I remember on the first date, we were about to leave the bar, so we both went to the restroom, and he turned around and grabbed me and kissed me, and I remember, like, I had butterflies like never before. He was super talkative, super fun, and so sweet, and very masculine. Everything about him was wonderful. At the end of the date, he put me in an Uber home, and then I went to bed, and I was just smiling ear to ear. I wake up in the morning, and I'm so excited to look at my phone because I know that this man is going to text me. Like, I know we both enjoyed the date. But instead, I look at my phone, and I see a message from a random number. The message said, Hi, this is Haley. I'm getting DMs that you were on a date with my ex last night,
says her name
LOL.
wrong on purpose.
I don't want to be weird, but is that true? Just want to know
think I
so I
said
can
her
tell
name
people to
wrong at
stop
one point
commenting
as well.
that.
We did, yeah.
And then I didn't answer because, like, I just didn't, I don't know. And an hour later, she said, I keep getting comments about it, and I can see that you're active on TikTok right now, so I guess I'm just going to take your silence as a yes.
Whoa.
She took it as a yes. I don't answer either of
She's
those
so funny.
messages because I don't feel like I have to. He's single, and she literally had to introduce herself over text. I've never had a one-on-one conversation with her. I've met her maybe 3 times through work. So finally, the person I want to texts me, and he comes over and brings me coffee before I have to go film. This man and I are just hanging out and chilling until I have to go to work, and his phone starts going crazy.
Well, that's the end of that part.
Okay. He's like, he comes in. Okay. He's got a coffee. He's sweating. He's out of breath. She's like, what's going on? Thank you for the coffee. What's happening? He goes,
My phone's blowing
I
up.
barely escaped.
Okay, guess what?
No, I gotta make a bit out of this because it's just
wait
so
for
funny.
part 2 of this video.
I'm not saying
That's
this stuff
exactly
happened.
what happened. No, I'm just kidding.
I have
Kind of close though.
I have to make a bit out of it because
You have
this
to.
guy is just so
This poor
funny
man.
where he's put himself.
Poor man. He's between a rock and a hard place for sure, and
He's-
he's the hard place.
He flew too close to the fucking
the
2 suns. He went, whee!
twin sons.
The
of
twin sons of
That's
Tatooine,
right,
man.
That's right. Yeah. See, I know things. I'm in the loop too. So
He went for it.
So she was hamming it up a little bit, obviously, but like
No, that
not
was hilarious.
bad. And
Hey,
she's funny. I love it.
also-
it was a good amount. It's hilarious.
Sidebar.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how many times they've met, actually, or how well they actually know each other.
Oh.
Doesn't seem like they're friends. It's still fine. On the terms of, like, how I feel
Also,
about that rule
They're
or
obviously
whatever.
not friends. She didn't even have her phone number.
That's
saved.
fine. I'm
She
saying
probably got it from someone
even
else.
if
Yes.
I'm just playing devil's advocate, even if they had met,
Okay, yeah.
right?
They'd met like
It
3
still
times.
doesn't, like, I understand if she's really jealous. She got dumped. It's a hard place to be, but it's just a lot of fuel to the fire once
then
you make it a public
texting
thing.
her?
Texting, active on TikTok.
I see you're active on
To a
TikTok.
certain
That's
level.
kind of scary.
Like,
That is kind
I'm
of
not. I don't want to put too many strong worded things
know.
out there.
I know.
But to be fair, though,
But we're such a small channel. It's okay.
people, depending on how much that kind of stuff happens, like, this is the kind of person that in the back of your mind you keep in mind in case things go further, because I know people like this. Sometimes it goes to the point where you have to get like restraining orders and stuff because they're upset and they want to stalk you on things and see what you're doing. I also get people that are just upset and they want to see the person that they're
Keep yourself
ex
safe.
is with now.
You can get restraining orders of people if you need to. Just keep that in mind.
If things get too
not saying
far,
she's like that, but just know that that's an option for you.
But I also think people sometimes go, oh, it could never get to that point. Trust me, it
but
can
you
get
never
to that
know
point.
when it can. So that is definitely good to keep in mind. Okay,
but
so this is
that's something that, as for me, having some experience with stuff like that
rings alarm
it's
bells
like
for you.
red flag. Mm-hmm. Watch out.
Especially that I'm watching your activity on TikTok.
I've never had a restraining order, but I've had people.
You've had conversations with people to leave you alone. Yeah. Fair enough.
Part 2 of how I got canceled by a girl I met 3 times.
Part 2.
So she posted a TikTok about me. It was just her lip syncing a song. It was directed towards me, but I thought it was like, whatever, he went on a date. I totally get that. I feel for her. We've all been there. We've all been a girl that, a guy takes someone else on a date and it maybe makes you sad a little bit. I think it was totally okay because, it's really not about me. It wasn't on my phone at all the entire day because I was filming a short film. I go on my phone and I realized this was about me. And the story that was told was not true and it was not good. Here's where it gets messy. She said, "Ladies, let me be your lesson. Never feel sorry for a man or defend him because not even 3 weeks after dumping you out of the blue, after you try to protect him, he would go on a date with someone you considered a friend. Girl. She said considered a friend because she knows that I've met her 3 times, never hung out with her one-on-one, and I didn't have her number. That's why she said, hi, it's Haley. And we're with the night before buying shots for. We're at an influencer event. A bunch of people went to a bar afterward, and we all
like
bought
the
a round of
delivery.
shots.
It's good.
How you
She's
do
good.
with
Yeah.
work
She's hilarious.
people. She then says her bag is literally sitting in my closet because we dropped it off at my apartment before going to the bar together. None of that happened. I have never been inside of her apartment, and I would never leave my purse anywhere. The bag that she is referring to is a gift bag from the work event that we all
That's
went
sneaky
to,
wording.
and she said she was going to
She said her bag to make it sound like her purse. It's just a like goodie bag from an event.
letting me pay for your fucking tequila shot, standing next to me while going through my Instagram following, searching my ex-boyfriend's name to DM him and ask him on a date. And how pathetic is he to go?
Never DM anyone.
Hold on.
True.
Was that a TikTok?
That was a that was a TikTok. I didn't include it because she plays it anyway, but I put the quote in where she's like, she was over my shoulder looking at his like thing and like being messy, and she was mad, and I think it was deleted too, which is why I didn't include it.
Has played this right.
Yeah. That's why I feel like justice for Sophia. She's being shit on.
Unfortunately, like anybody would, she has hit her max or breaking point, whatever you want to call it.
Which
and
one,
now
Hallie?
No, Sophia.
Oh, Sophia's.
And now she's venting.
Now she's talking. Now she's saying her side.
The only problem, and this is where me personally comes in, I still, like, if you can be full Jedi, if you can really, I still wouldn't even make a post about it.
But that was a public TikTok that she's showing.
I know. But no, what I'm saying is this whole 3-part series.
Oh.
I'm saying
her side. But it's been going on for months to the point where she's like, I gotta say
this all adds up. I'm not surprised this happened. This makes sense. I don't even blame her for it. Starting to...
Also, she's being
that wine.
She's being defamed at this point. Like, she kind of has to say something.
Sure.
You know? I don't know.
I mean, no. At the same time,
I guess not.
You don't have to.
I guess so.
But
I don't blame her, though.
I understand 100% where she's coming from. The only problem is, this is where it gets slippery. Mm-hmm. Is guess how well Hallie is going to respond.
Not good. To
this 3-part series. All it does is you let that person spin out. Takes a long time. Spin out. But eventually, and if it keeps going and they start, knocking on your door, that's when you take action. But eventually, they're going to spin out and chase something else. And then spin out about that, right?
Spin out about Reed.
But unfortunately, because she did something that I think is pretty normal to do because of all the pressure and stuff, she's not going to go up. She's going to keep spinning out about this, and it's going to keep being a freaking whirlwind of shit.
My perspective is, like, this is not Sophia addressing it to Hallie, be like, Hallie.
No, it's not.
Stop. This is her just, like, at least trying to let her people
But if someone's saying, hey, I can see you active on TikTok, it's going to
They're
watch this 3-part series. I'm just saying.
You gotta fight Cray Cray with Cray Cray sometimes, though.
The Roadrunner.
If she's fighting Cray Cray with Cray Cray.
The Roadrunner's not getting away from this one.
It's true. Well, let's finish this video. He planned out our date probably a week before I happened to run into her at the event.
Mm-hmm. That's weird, actually. Oh, hey, my ex is at this work event that we're going to.
No, they didn't know. He had no idea.
Oh, okay.
He planned the date with Sophia. They're like, let's say on Monday, he was like, hey, do you want to go on a date on Friday? And she's like, yeah, I'd love to. And then she happened to see this girl on Thursday. That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's what she's trying to say. Is like the date was already planned when she saw this girl. And she's like, one day after we went to this event, she went on a date with my man. It's like, they already planned the date. Mm-hmm. And she has text receipts to show that they already planned it.
Being upset over a man. I understand how bad it could hurt. Just laughing because none of that happened. Go to part 3 for like the rest of the story and the rest of the makeup.
Yeah, we'll go to part 3. Okay, part 3. Really sad vibes. She gives more context to some of Hallie's more emotional TikToks, podcast episodes about the situation. Okay, so let's...
Part 3 of how I got canceled by a girl I met maybe 3 times while I do the rest of my makeup.
Because I'm just running up her fucking engagement. You're welcome for that, girl. At least turn on the fucking creator fund and get your bag out of this. But I think they're what she wants. Like, I think
so
that
calm.
she likes that people are commenting that. It's
I love how she's
love
doing
her.
it.
Some of the comments that
It's just so unfortunate that it's gonna stir it all up again. But seriously though, like, God bless. Like, this is hilarious.
This is funny.
No, this is good.
That was good stuff.
It's good. I mean, it's entertaining, but it's unfortunate because you have to deal with more
Get that
stupid
bag
bullshit.
though, girl. She deserves the content.
Of course.
You're a walking red mother trucking flag, looking rough. Let's just forget her existence. If I were your hairstylist, I'd put Nair in your conditioner. Hope
These
you're
are mean
going to the
comments she's
gym.
getting
You're
from
rancid, log off, homewrecker.
Really?
Immediately unfollowed. You're gross.
What the fuck is wrong
You're
with
not a
people?
girl's girl. Very cruel and backstabbing. You're spreading STDs all over New York City. You're going
Whoa.
around. Does she not have a dad? Is this why she needs male attention so bad? Those weren't the only comments I got. I got a lot more, and they were much worse. After all of the lies and the craziness, this man and I were still hanging out, and he's still so nice and so fun. In person,
Not really
we got some attention, and it wasn't good. One night we were at a bar, he went to the bathroom, and this girl tried to fight me and was screaming homewrecker.
Whoa,
And it never
dude! What the
I went on
fuck?
3
Hold up.
And that's before she's making this TikTok.
Hold
She's like,
up.
okay, I gotta say something at this point.
Who gets this invested to the point where they're like violent? That is
Probably
crazy.
one of Hallie's friends.
Oh, yo.
Or someone that she knows.
That's wild,
I'm just
though.
guessing.
Like,
No, it's stupid.
What's a good example?
No, it's crazy. It's really bad.
I'm trying to think of like somebody that I like follow or. Okay. I love the voice actor Sam Witwer.
We love Sam Witwer.
If someone was talking shade about Sam Witwer, I wouldn't go and assault somebody like, or
You're
be
being
at a
mean
bar
to
like,
Sam Witwer. Like,
screw you,
yeah.
you're freaking, like what?
Or like, if I met Trisha Paytas in person, I'm not gonna be like, you're such. Or I don't even.
I'd
hate
be like,
Trisha.
I love
If we
him, but I'm not gonna,
If
you
we
know.
saw Moses in person, I wouldn't be like, fuck you, Moses, you stupid like family ruining bitch. Because I like Ethan. I'd be
'Cause
like,
who does that?
Why? That's crazy. Yeah,
'Cause who would
exactly.
do that?
But it's probably someone who they're friends, like who's Hallie's friend more. Like that would make more sense.
By the way,
than a
tell me how
fan.
you really feel. Just
Well,
kidding.
okay,
I'm joking.
that's tea for another video. But
Different tea.
Ethan just made it, like he literally said, "Moses, suck my dick." Like he went off
He's
on
fun-
Moses.
well,
No,
he's
he's so
funny,
funny. Okay, anyway, well that's just for another time. But anyways,
This man total, he was so sweet, so wonderful. I think I realized he was maybe not the one for me, and it kind of just dwindled. It was like, whatever. Yeah, but I think he's great. I guess the moral of the story is don't believe everything you hear online. Don't take hate too seriously. Keep your head up. Happens to everyone on all scales, you know? The world loves to pin other women against other women, and it is what it is. Love you. Bye.
By the way, if you want to get someone so riled, just be really calm about the whole thing.
she was very calm.
No, I know, but
Exactly. That's
but
what I mean.
it makes
gonna
it
make the
makes the
other
people that are
Hallie
already
angry.
like emotionally charged blow up even more,
Yeah.
and then it's off you, and it's like, hey, this is what I'm talking about. It's just the
Okay.
best way to go about it. But unfortunately, because it's been addressed, now shit is gonna pick up again.
So this is an iconic TikTok. Get ready for this, okay? He wasn't wearing a collar. Get ready for this. This is hilarious. Sophia is very unserious, as we've seen. Things are starting to get blown way out of proportion now. August 20th, 2 days later from the 3-part series, Sophia posts an iconic TikTok defending herself.
Oh no, is this I'm kind of nervous.
No, it's good. It's good.
Oh
You'll like it.
my goodness. Some of you guys are acting like I drop kicked someone's puppy. I went on a date with a guy that was single. I guess the paparazzi cared and was commenting on his
Sophia,
ex-girlfriend's stuff. Commenting on her post saying that me, Sophia La Corte, was with her ex-boyfriend. His
Good name, by the
ex-girlfriend
way.
texts
Damn.
me and says,
Great
"Hi,
name.
this is Hallie," because she knows I don't have her number because we're not friends. "I'm getting DMs that you were on a date with my ex last night." Oh my gosh. "I'm so sorry, I didn't know you owned him. He wasn't wearing a collar." Everyone in the situation was single and there was no overlap with anyone ever. I didn't answer her messages because I don't owe her anything. He's single. Arrest me.
So we've
She
already
put
kind
it
of
on-
seen. She's already kind of talked about that already.
So
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
So now she's still very. I
demure.
mean, in comparison,
she's very demure.
When you have the two, very demure, very mindful, even though it's been overstated.
Maybe.
But I will say though, like when you hold up the two pictures, it's like you see the one girl screaming her face off, and you see the other girl like chill doing her makeup. It's like, who do you want to be in that scenario? But at the same time, unfortunately, I can tell she's getting a little more like.
Now she's getting ramped up.
I can tell she's getting ramped.
Well, that's where she's like, you guys are acting like I dropkicked a puppy. Her comments are insane right now. I should have added some comments.
Trust me, that's a freaking tough deal to have like horrific comments like that. And she's just being
harassed over nothing.
No, that's literally horrible. I can see why she's getting ramped up. But what I'm saying is this is the fall. This is
the fall from grace.
This is the thing.
Lucifer falling from heaven.
This is when you relate to the guy. You go, yeah, like that was unfair, you know.
Yeah.
But he, you know.
I still love this, and I think the
angel wings are coming off.
I think the world deserved these TikToks.
I'm not saying she's the devil.
This is hilarious. No, she's not. She's iconic. But I think the world deserved
dumb
these
analogy.
TikToks. These are amazing.
But literally though, okay. But she's getting upset, and unfortunately.
Okay, well...
It's gonna cause... And you know what? She wants a fight now.
Now No, I know, and I would be ready to fight too.
She went from...
I'd be ready to fight at this point.
I don't give a fuck to I don't give a fuck.
No,
you know?
I am ready to fight with her. Yes.
Fucking...
Okay, so...
Show me what you got.
Now we get an opportunity to see her amazing acting skills. So let's take a look.
I never thought that I would be one of the girls that sets up her camera... and cries on the internet.
She's joking. You can tell she's laughing and stuff.
But I genuinely feel like so many people are just coming on here and bullying me for fun. Like, I saw a video today.
It's a really strange video, though.
It's funny. It's weird, though, yeah.
And it's just a video of a girl saying that she wanted to beat me up. And it had so many likes.
It was Halley.
Like, I'm scared. Like, thank God I'm okay.
That's so funny.
Okay.
That's so good.
If you guys actually think that I would come on here and cry, you have the wrong
She just
bitch.
said, if you think I'd come here on here and cry,
shit. Hold up.
Let me go back for the switch up.
Reveal.
For the switch up.
Okay. If you guys actually think that I would come on here and cry, you have the wrong bitch. I have to get out of character now because you guys make me do too much.
I know.
Congratulations, you make a video saying that you want to assault me. Like, do you want a medal? You freak.
She did. So, yeah, Halley was just like, I just want to hurt that stupid little redheaded bitch. Like,
whoa.
Something like that. Like, she made it I fucking wish I found it, but she deleted all
that's
this stuff.
Incriminating.
But yeah, but I mean, obviously she made this hilarious response.
P.S. If you know someone, real life, people are saying shit like that to you.
Threats are real. Take them serious. Yeah.
Because you don't know if they're serious.
Save the video.
Be safe.
Okay, yesterday, as of recording this podcast, okay? So she's very unserious and making light of everything, also taking this Oh, wait, no, sorry.
Oh, no. I have to defend myself again because everyone likes to pick on the ginger.
Names were never named.
Names were never named? You might as well have posted my social security number.
You are going to homie hop not even 3 weeks later!
Homie hop?
Oh my goodness, a crossover episode.
Oh, man.
Who fucking cares? People break up. This is so normal, though. Like, people break up and get into new relationships. What is the fucking point of a grace period?
I thought you guys were supposed to be on the same team, but I think I'm siding with McChicken over here.
And I did block her on every social media platform when that happened. Her number was never blocked. She was always welcome to text me and to handle it offline.
Oh my gosh, my number was never blocked? I can text you? Thank you, that's so sweet. So you brought it online. You forced my hand to finish it online.
The only thing I have to say, yeah, all of the facts are the same. Nothing has changed.
I have to call someone really quick. Hello? Oh, it's for you. I call bullshit.
That's tough, man.
Standing next to me while going through my Instagram following, searching my ex-boyfriend's name to DM him and ask him on a date.
A lot.
That's so silly because I don't remember DMing him while I was next to you. So Monday, this man texts me and says, hey, do you have plans Friday night?
Shows the dates and everything.
Thursday, I happened to see you at an event. And then Friday, I went on a date with a man that was single. I actually thought you were a girl's girl.
I'm a girl's girl through and through, and I don't like when people use the word girl's girl because I think a lot of...
Huh. I kind of feel like if you were a girl's girl, you wouldn't weaponize your millions of followers and lie about another girl over a man to get me hate. Well, if that's what a girl's girl is, I don't really think I want to be one. And lastly, you said, how is it genuine if she's made a video every day for the past week? Please, respectfully, if you think this is anything more than a cash grab on the Creator Fund, come on. I think that's kind of funny because I kind of remember when you guys first started lying about me online, you had something to say about money.
Fucking business, yeah, it's not fucking business, okay? Like, if I'm gonna get one thing out, like, this is their birthday. Views are up, engagement is up, money is up, like, 100%. That's your
Funniest thing about this entire thing is the fact that you guys thought I wouldn't come online and defend my character once you guys brought it online.
Exactly.
Is there something about my face that says I'm scared?
Well,
good. I didn't think so.
See, that, so initially, I have to say, initially I was like, yeah, I still like, yeah, it's, I don't know if I would address it. But, to be fair, like I said, I feel like anyone would feel like that. Also, it's nice to, like,
I'm telling you right now,
but,
I would address it if I was in that situation. And I wouldn't feel bad. And
I also, I don't know that industry, how to conduct yourself. Like, I'm just someone that, unless things are, which I have to say now, things have escalated a lot.
I mean, to the point of threats.
But it sounds like this is something that you can't really resolve.
No.
And I kind of...
The only thing you can do is resolve to your audience.
She's just trying to defend herself at this point.
Because you're not going to fix it with Hallie. She can at least defend it with her audience.
Yeah.
And I think that's valid. That's where I come from.
No, when I say resolve, I don't mean talk to her about it.
Of course not. But resolve with your audience.
I mean, like, you know, like... I feel like this thing has gotten a little off the rails. Like,
oh, it is fully off the rails. This train is
like
left
there's some
station.
threats and things, right? Am I mistaken about that?
And there's clearly, Hallie was like, I want to hurt that or something.
Well, it's for her safety too.
But like, obviously, she made a TikTok
if someone's,
about it.
you know, if someone cares this much about this follower, even though. Also, something I really don't understand that I wanted to bring up too was if someone's acting out like big like that, like even in public, like you want to kind of be as far away from that person as possible when they're acting like that. Yeah. Because they're being unpredictable, right? They're being like freaking wild, right? Like they're super activated, charged up, like ready to go.
You step away.
I literally just saw this the other day, like yesterday at the liquor store. There's a huge argument outside of this bar. The one was screaming, getting super heated. You want to
take yourself out of that situation.
The guy was chilling. The guy could have been a total piece of shit. I have no idea.
For sure.
I have no idea. But just socially, whenever someone's acting out like big time and like, you know, getting throwing hands, getting, you know, you want to be far away from that person. That's why I'm so surprised that people see someone act like that and still want to follow them.
Want to follow them. That's
and carry out their radical, you know, shit.
And then post and like commenting nasty shit. And the reason why is because people relate to that, but their scenarios might be a little more reasonable or a little bit different. Like maybe
interesting.
Maybe their friend dated you know, their boyfriend cheated on with their best friend or something while they're still dating them.
So they're like feeding
off that
and then they
see this girl and then they're like, I don't want to just like be mad about this thing that happened to me too, that I was upset about and hurt me, and my situation was more valid. Maybe you're like different, but like, you know, it creates this. I can see a lot of the people who are in the comments are people that have been hurt by a man. And so really the issue is men. Just kidding. But like, you know what I mean? Like really the issue is this man.
I don't think like, Buddy helped himself or anyone in this scenario.
The only reason I say he shouldn't have dated Sophia or any other girl for that matter is because he was willing to get back together with Hallie. If he was never planning on getting back together with her, then fine. But who knows? Maybe she, you know, we don't know. But maybe That's over dramatic. But you know what I mean? Like, maybe things changed and he changed his mind and he got back together with her. So maybe he's not the biggest asshole. We don't know.
This is my hunch, though. I feel like this is gonna be a hot take for some people.
Oh, no. Sorry.
I don't think he. I mean, it's gonna be like,
you don't think
saying
he
that
did
because he's the
anything
guy. No, because
Fair enough.
the people he's dating, they've chosen that this is their business and they like to talk about things. He's just dating people.
He's just dating people. I think his biggest mistake was getting back with Hallie.
That's his biggest personal mistake.
That's his biggest mistake in this
That's
whole
his
situation.
biggest personal mistake. I hope he's alive. I hope he's okay. I hope he's doing well. Because I'm worried for him.
He's getting back together with her after that, I feel like he's kind of a poo-poo.
When people are reactive and emotionally heightened a lot by, small, like, because this is a small thing.
Anyways, okay. So I feel kind of bad because I feel like, once again, I was biased towards Sophia with finding all this evidence. I feel like now you're kind of developing the bias towards Sophia.
And I'm making jokes.
We're making jokes too. So to give benefit of the doubt, here's a final say from Hallie. Okay, so this was posted yesterday as well. I've been a bit biased throughout this presentation, so let's give Hallie the final say.
Okay.
I hate that I'm addressing something that happened November of last year, but at this point, I have tried to sit silent. I refuse to allow someone to drag my name through the mud and manipulate a story that was truly one of the most hurtful things that has ever happened to me in my entire life. This needs to be done. This has been talked about for 2 weeks straight at this point. Sophia and I have hung out in both influencer and non-influencer settings. We even went on a 3-day-long brand trip to Houston together where we went out to the bar every single night. On said 3-day-long brand trip, I was in the background of one of her videos and somebody commented it, and she comments, "Tell them to get me on the podcast." But she pretends that she cannot even pronounce my name. We know each other. Whether you want to call us friends or not, doesn't matter. I have never thought or claimed her to be a super close friend that owes me a lot of loyalty. Here's the actual story of what happened. I had been very vulnerable online, sobbing, crying, sharing that I had been broken up with. Sophia saw that video, went to my Instagram, scrolled through, found Reed's Instagram, messaged him hi, he says hi, and she says, "When is our first date?" They exchanged numbers and they coordinated a date. They have zero mutual friends. The only reason that she even knows this man exists in the world is because of me. She actually commented on my hard launch video of Reed, Men with Cauliflower Ear Love. They had a date set up for Friday night. Thursday night, the day before, I went to an event, and immediately when I walked in, Sophia came up to me. She told me how much she loved me, how much she missed me, how she had the best time with me in Houston, and we should book a flight back there together. Was just being really sweet, and I thought at the time that she was being very sweet to me because she knew I was going through a really hard time. I had only been broken up with for 2 weeks at this point. I was barely getting myself out of bed at this point, and this was the first real influencer event that I was going to post-breakup because, again, it had only been 2 weeks, and I was really proud of myself for going. The event was a seated dinner where everyone talked to me about the breakup, gave me advice, and was just honestly being really supportive, and I was like, wow, I have a really great group of girls.
Sorry. Okay, the fact that everyone's sitting at this table comforting her about her breakup at a brand event where, keep in mind, like, as an influencer, when you're at a brand event, you're working. This is like if I was at a networking event for work.
This is not a...
Why would I be talking about my breakup when I'm like... I mean, I get it, you feel like you can trust these girls and stuff, but, like, Hallie and you... or Sophia and you are not that close. Even from the evidence she's just shown in this TikTok of like, okay, she's commented on some of your TikToks and says she wants to go on your podcast. Like, there's, like, off the top of my dome, H3's had a shit ton of people on his podcast that he hates or that he's not friends with. And, okay, it's like the boogie, like, sorry, this is a deep cut from H3. Like, he put me on his podcast and he didn't even hang out with me after feeding me pizza. That's bullshit. Like, you don't have to be friends with someone to want to go on their podcast. I don't think that's a very good... indicator also, but any thoughts or can I keep going? With her video.
Again, it's just the way she's going about it that doesn't make people empathize with her.
True.
Because it's very defensive, it's very, hot and fast, and it's very like...
Fast and loose.
But also... I think the other thing too is you're kind of asking for some sympathy with like, oh, I just had a breakup. It was really hard. I was crying all the time and filming
all these girls about it.
And Sophia's gone through all this shit, had people say awful shit to her.
Yeah.
And I guess that's why she made the cry video because it's a good play on situation there.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's just really you're going. you're going the wrong way about it.
Yeah. Okay, so
that's
let's
all.
see what
Girls around me. So the event is over. Sophia comes up to me and my friend is like, I want to drink with you guys. Let's go to the bar together. We call an Uber and we had bags from the event. We stopped at my apartment, dropped them off, and then we headed to the bar. We went out for the whole night together. We were doing shots, and honestly, I had a really great time. The whole time she was doing this, she knew that in 24 hours, she was going on a date with my ex-boyfriend, who I was absolutely heartbroken over.
Okay, pause. Yeah, she's not going to tell you that. She doesn't want to hurt your feelings. Clearly, she's being a nice person.
Yeah.
She's just sitting there, like, not talking.
If the story's true.
If the story's true.
Grain of salt, but also, you know, devil's advocate, you know, it's like, yeah, it's...
She's sitting there and she knew she was going to go on a date with my guy.
They were great
the next
friends,
day.
but it doesn't sound like they were.
They didn't know each like, once again, think about it. It's a work event. She's not going to be like, yeah, I'm going to date your ex. Like, she's being nice. Yeah, she didn't bring it up. You're welcome. Okay.
To clarify, I had said in the original video that she had been with me at the bar and then messaged him that night, and I was genuinely trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, and I thought that's what happened. I later found out that this was all pre-planned in advance, and I actually find that weirder and more hurtful that you knew you were going on a date.
Okay, so now she's changing the narrative.
Keep continuing to hang out with her. They went on their date on Friday to a very public place. People had seen them, and Saturday morning...
Okay, so now she's contradicting herself in the same video because she's showing, like, you were looking over my shoulder, getting the information from him in the beginning of this actual same TikTok. And now halfway through, she's like, oh, but actually, it turns out you guys pre-planned it. Okay, that's even more upsetting. But we're watching the same TikTok. And she's already changed the story once. She can't keep her story straight in this single wrap-up TikTok. That's crazy.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Oh, okay.
But what I was noticing is she has a tick whenever she like...
Or a tell, maybe? She's a tell.
Sorry. She has a tell. That was the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
I was thinking of nervous tick and a tell. But she has a tell whenever she's saying something that isn't true and she's getting ramped up. She starts to smile and like elaborate.
Yeah,
like,
it's true.
So
let's see.
I was kind of swept up in that.
Right.
Because it's very like...
Very luring.
Yeah.
Let's see.
She's trying to get you to like engage.
Everyone was telling me that Sophia and Reed went on a date together the night before. Before I've said a word online, drama pages are making videos about it. My comments are flooded with this rumor that wasn't actually a rumor.
Okay, also very dramatic. Once again, my comments were
so fast.
flood. It's good for the ADHD.
Really hurt. No, it hurts my brain so much.
But like, my comments were flooded. Like, flooded is a very dramatic word. You could say my comments were filled. No, my comments were flooded. Like, everything is over the top with her.
When people talk really fast, it's like kind of my brain starts to drown it because it gets really like...
Oh, it's too...
It turns into like a... I don't know. It's like a wave of like noise.
It's just noise.
It's so bad to say.
We're almost done. This is the last video.
But it's really hard to keep up.
Okay, well, this is the last one, and I can...
You can hate on me all you want for this. In a moment of pure heartbroken reaction, this was my first boyfriend, first love breakup. If you know, you know, that fucking sucks. The worst I've ever felt in my entire life. It was the lowest my mental state has ever been. I look back on that time and I don't even recognize who I am. I felt it was a huge slap in my face, knife in my back, that a girl that I had been vulnerable with 24 hours prior would do something so calculated and intentional and behave that way towards me. I have a problem with having any parasocial relationship with my followers, thinking I always owe them an explanation and they need to know what's going on in my life 24/7. I have an oversharing problem. I made a video explaining the situation, and while everything I said was valid, at the end of the day, it didn't need to be online. I wish I didn't bring it online. Within 24 hours of the video being posted, I did take it down because I did not realize how many people would care. Obviously, there were screen recordings. People were already talking about it. Of course, she is allowed to share her side of the story, but she already has. She created a whole podcast to talk about it back in like January or February. If you cannot see that this was dug back up, we are coming up on a year ago that this happened. If you cannot see that right now this was dug back up just in an attempt to get views and engagement, which I guess worked, I don't know what to tell you. People were shitting on my relationship and she dogpiled on with a manipulated story. At the end of the day, it was never about the date. It was about everything and all of the context that surrounds it. Why is the man not being held accountable? He always has been. I handled that offline and I do not need to get into
the nitty-gritty
of why I chose to forgive him. If you want to hate on me for getting back together with a man who...
Good job, girl!
Sorry.
I've heard it so many times and I take it on the chin every single time. At the end of the day, I know the truth. This is the truth, and I don't care what is made up or said back. This needs to be done, and I am never talking about this again. I apologize for the lighting. The sun is going down, but at the end of the day, I have learned so much through having a platform and using my voice. Some good, some bad. I'll leave it at this. I felt extremely betrayed. I made a rash decision. At the end of the day, No one deserves hate on the internet. These are real people's lives. Please do not send hate to her because of this video. Stop picking teams. If you think you're supporting me by sending people hate, you're not. We all need to move on from this.
She almost took accountability. Oh my god. Damn. What do you even do?
You know,
what do you do?
It's interesting. You know, I think she left me with something really interesting there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, it's not cool to hate people on the internet. So why are you doing it?
So why are you doing it, girl? Also, she's like,
It's because there's personal stakes, so she feels justified. But still, it's still hate.
She was kind of talking about, too, in
this
TikTok, how, like, she felt like she needed to come on here and defend herself. And I don't know if this was necessary. If she wanted to be the bigger person, especially after starting it all, just leave it at Sophia's thing. Let her finish her thing.
What did I say?
What? What did you say?
It's just
she's just chasing her tail. She's like a dog chasing cars.
It's just gonna keep.
She won't know what to do if she catches one. Right? Isn't that what the Joker says?
Unfortunately, the more Sophia responds, the more she's gonna respond and address it. It's just gonna keep happening. Great views and stuff. A lot of likes and things.
So you guys, now you're in the loop. Yay!
I don't know if I want to be in the loop.
And we can discuss. So I didn't realize.
Oh shoot!
I didn't realize we discussed so much throughout. But like,
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
There was a plan, and I went off the plan.
No, there was no plan. This is the first time we're doing this. Okay, this is our first time.
It's true. It's our first.
Take it slow.
It's our first time.
Oh, this is not even centered. Can you believe I do graphic design for work? That's crazy. But so. Now you can see Sophia La Corte has almost 1 million. So let's get this girl to 1 million. Because she deserves it. No, I'm joking. But I just thought that was funny. And Halley got 1.3 million. So they both gained 300K from this drama. So it seems from that...
Fair transaction.
That this is pretty equally divided. Okay, one last thing.
Mm-hmm.
I also want to reiterate this is the man they're beefing about. That's all. The Miranda Priestley, that's all.
The shade.
That was shady, baby. But he's cute.
He's sweet.
He's very sweet.
No,
he looks cute. He's just giving handsome Squidward in this photo. I just thought it was funny. That's it. That's all.
He has a thing like, what?
No, he's sweet. He's cute. He is good looking. I just wanted to reiterate, this is the guy.
I didn't do anything.
I didn't even do anything, but like, I'm all yours. Like, please just put the gun down. I was kidding. That's too hard.
You're fighting over little old me?
Yes. But anyway, I can stop.
I mean, you know, I think it's one of those things. It's just one of those things.
Just one of those things.
Just if you can help it, don't make, you know, personal stuff public. But clearly, it also gives you a lot of followers, and if that's your livelihood, I think it's a reliable source of income, drama. I mean, we watch it all the time, you know? We like to watch entertainment, right?
Yeah, and I feel like...
But I like fake drama. I like a good, you know, TV series or a movie. I can't do like the reality TV and stuff.
Why don't you like this drama? Because you know people are getting hurt because it's real. Or because it's so silly. Because it's not that big of a deal.
Well, I'll start with the pros.
Okay.
I think it's important to talk about things that are relatable. But to have compassion and to like not be
true. We're joking around a lot, but
and, well,
at the end of the day, it is good to have compassion.
Yeah, I mean us too, but I'm just saying like
yeah.
It's good to talk about things, but from a point of like, hey, I've gone through this. Maybe don't turn the camera on if you're really heated and you're gonna say some things that you don't mean.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Or things that you do mean but shouldn't be on camera, because that's, you know, like, it's just tough, man. But I do think the pros is like, yeah, I do think people should talk about things that are normal and things that have happened and share their experiences.
100% normalize. There's lots of things
that should be normal.
The problem
is just like, it was too immediate and like, hey, this is, you know, so painful, I'm just gonna like, you know, spew this all over. But clearly there's some method to the madness, because It was quite profitable.
Well, it kind of was like one of those things where she started this snowball and she almost had to commit because she was so far in and she couldn't fold at that point. Like, she felt like she couldn't fold and she had to, like, go all in with her chips instead of backing out. And she forced Sophia's hand. Even, like, Sophia even said that. Like, she kind of was like, okay, I have to, like, go in.
I mean, I can understand that. I also do think, unfortunately, this is my opinion. All of this is my opinion. It's just, yeah, like, it don't engage because it never goes well. And,
right.
I mean, I honestly hope that she got some validation and some stuff like that. People being like, hey. Yeah, I was messed up, or I didn't know it was that bad, or whatever. But at the same time, that's what friends are for, and that's what family's for.
And maybe
if
it
you're
sounds
lucky
like
to have
she
those
doesn't have
things,
good friends and family around her, because she was even venting to these girls that she doesn't really know very well at that event. Why. So, and that is sad. Like, she doesn't feel like she has friends.
I think that's more of the story.
To talk to. She's in New York City, which her parents and other friends probably don't live there. She probably moved there to do influencing. Like, obviously we don't know, I'm speculating on this, but, like, it makes sense if she doesn't have a lot of friends there and that she's, like, looking for
can happen
somewhere to vent to, because it's tough. I mean, like, this romance stuff is tough for sure. At the end of the day, I would never get back together with that man. Because he doesn't show any interest in her. Even the way he was talking about the reasons they broke up, I'd be like, screw him. But I feel like she doesn't love herself enough to know that she deserves a man who loves her and cares about her and is interested in her and not doing that weird wishy-washy nonsense. Like, she deserves someone who's committed. And so I feel like I wish she loved herself enough to know that she deserves better. Because that guy is not... And it doesn't mean he's a bad guy. It just means that she deserves...
No, it doesn't mean that at all.
A person who loves her the way she deserves to be loved, and vice versa. He deserves that too.
Yeah, of course.
And maybe he's not in a place where he wants that yet. Yeah, and so I do feel bad for her in the sense, I don't think he's the right match for her. I don't think it's good they got back together. I think it was wrong of him to date a girl if he knew he was going to get back together with her, but maybe he didn't know that. I'm just saying, if he did know that, that would be wrong. Who knows?
Sure. But wrong is like, when it comes to that stuff, there's right and wrong when it's like, hey, don't,
And I'm a producer.
I'm
Our
just
phone
here
ran
to
out of
talk.
storage. But I guess we were basically, at the end here, I was just trying to wrap up, like, who do we think's in the wrong? Like, kind of, who do we think's in the right? I think I feel bad for Sophia. I feel bad for Sophia. I feel bad for Halley because it sucks. Romance stuff is tough. But at the end of the day, like, just know your self-worth, and then that, like, if I could speak to her and give her advice, know your self-worth, and that will help you in this whole thing, because then you won't be seeking validation from your fans, you won't be getting back together with this man who doesn't respect you, and you will be better off in the long run. So I hope she knows to love herself enough to know what she's worth, and then that would have fixed a lot of these issues, in my opinion.
Also, I swear to God, I'm not even saying this as a joke. Yeah. Therapy is very helpful.
True. Very nice of you to say. Very good. Especially if you're alone in the city, that you, like, take part of that $7,000 and spend some of it on therapy. It's true.
If you don't vibe with your therapist, get a new therapist. Just find the right fit. It's
This
very
episode
helpful.
Is sponsored by. Just kidding, I wish.
No, but it's extremely helpful. I think it's a really good place to reflect. Sometimes, like, you're not aware of behaviors until you talk your way through it, and then they go, hey, you notice this? And you're like, yeah. Or you just start noticing things about yourself.
You don't notice
things. And then
things.
you don't need to talk about things online that can hurt you. Or someone else, right? Like, that's the other thing, too.
It can hurt him, too. Hurt Reed by bringing this all online.
Can hurt all of them.
She didn't know she'd get back together with him, but then he's getting a lot of shit, too. And notice how he's the only one who didn't step in and say anything.
Well, I mean, like I said,
and it left him out of the drama. No one's kind of blaming him, really.
Sure.
And I feel like another point, too, is in these kind of situations when there's, like, a home wrecker, I feel like oftentimes the woman always gets blamed, and I feel like we need to change that. Sorry, not the woman. The person who is outside of the relationship always gets blamed. And I feel like we need to look at the person who cheated that made the commitment in the relationship, and not the person who was completely outside, had nothing to do with the relationship, did not make this vow to loyalty to you. Even though you're not married, like, you still make a vow of loyalty to your partner.
I agree with that in general.
Yeah.
But also in this case, it doesn't seem like there was cheating.
It's not super fitting because there's no cheating, but still, like...
It just seemed like it didn't work out, and it was fast and not cool, but, I mean, at the same time, but, you know.
But it's still that same idea of, like, people are blaming the home wrecker.
Right, blaming the new
and they're not blaming
girl,
the guy, even though neither of them should be getting blamed, really, because no one really did anything wrong. We were on a break, you know, like, from Friends. But, yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents on that. And go Sophia, go off, queen. We love you.
Thank you for educating me on internet drama and whoever else wanted to be educated on this.
I hope you enjoyed it, Christian.
I do think it's informative in the sense that I really underestimate how involved people are in other people's lives.
True.
I'm very surprised by that.
Good point. That's a good point.
And, like, having these allegiances and things with people you don't know. Like,
oh, yeah. Oh, a parasocial. That's what they call it.
Oh, really?
It's called having a parasocial relationship if you're feeling, like, these strong feelings to a person you don't know in real life.
Well, it's a slippery slope because that's what happens to a lot of people that are in media and stuff. Because, you know, especially I think actors too, where it's like you see them like cry and go through all these things on screen, and then you feel like connected to them because you've seen them go through all these things. It feels like close, right? But I really underestimated that, I think. I mean, you obviously know that there are, you know, like, things going on and drama to be had, but I really underestimated how far things can go, honestly.
Yeah, true. So also too, once again, we said it a million times in the video, but we're being facetious and we're joking a lot when we're like, oh my gosh, Haley's, like, you know what I mean? Nothing's too serious. Like, take everything we say with a grain of salt. Also, high five, Christian, you did a great job.
Oh, thanks.
I know you're a little bit nervous, but you killed it.
Yeah.
And sorry, were you going to say something?
No.
Okay, cut you off. Okay, sorry. And then, that's the first episode of In the Loop. We really hope you liked it, and please leave a comment down below. Just let us know which topic you want to be covered next.
What side are you on? We want it now.
Oh, well, I was going to say, let us know what topic you want us to cover next, but also, like, let us know your opinion, like, was I being too biased? Do you have more info? Let us know that
Am I too harsh?
Are we too harsh? This could have been a biased presentation, but this is the information I gathered. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, now you're informed. You're out of the loop.
You're always trying to bring it back. Bring it back to the name, guys.
It's just coming full circle.
Stop. You don't have to be so on the nose.
But, yeah, I'm looking forward to what the next...
I have a couple
next
in
dose
mind.
of tea is.
I have a couple in mind, but
I'll have tea next time instead of wine. Maybe that'll be our thing. We have tea with us.
But the wine is fun, though.
I mean, wine is fun, but
I'm gonna vote for the wine.
Okay. Well, actually, vote in the comments. You want us to drink tea or wine?
True. Maybe we'll be less unhinged if we have tea.
Maybe they don't want us to drink anything. That will be option C.
Yeah, maybe my slurping is.
But I will need water. I should have grabbed some water.
Some water.
It's okay.
Okay. Anyways, love you guys. Thank you for being here. Peace out.
Signing off.
Signing off.